as long as you're doing something that is honestly engaging your mind, your spirit, your body, you are well on your way. And of course, any goals that you set for the day, you're well on your way.
5 shows made 3 million a week. You are now looking at the bestie elite. You are now looking at the bestie elite. You are now looking at the best.
Welcome back, besties. I'm Lola Shell, and together we're becoming the best, aka our best selves, this year and every year. The best are never the best by themselves, and you shouldn't be either. If you haven't already, join the best on YouTube by hitting that subscribe button, and add your bestie by liking and sharing this with someone you want the best for. Now, grab your water and let's go. Today, we're talking about tricking yourself into falling in love with your best self in 2025, aka falling in love with the process of becoming your best self in 2025. Because let's be honest, becoming your best is just that, becoming. It's a process. It's ongoing. And if you don't love the process, you're never going to love what it produces. So, without further ado, let's get into how we're going to trick you into loving the process. The first thing you're going to do to trick yourself into falling in love with your best self in 2025 is starting your day with water. Yes, take a sip with me. Water, okay? I don't care if you want to spruce it up with some lemon, some lime. I don't care if you want it to be sparkling water. I don't care if it's spring, purified, boiled. I just want you to start your day with water, because if you do, I promise you, you're probably going to drink more water than most people do in a day. It's so sad, but the best part about it is that the more water you drink, the better you look, the better you feel, and honestly, the more regulated your system gets, okay? It's a win inside and out, okay? But guess what? You don't have to do what? Take my word for it. You can do what? Try it for yourself. You know the drill. The next thing you're going to do to trick yourself into falling in love with your best self in 2025 is to have a 30-minute power morning routine. Okay, the top 5 things to pour into you, no excuses. You can do journal, you can do meditation, you can do stretch, you could do, the task for the day, you could do skincare. But as long as you're doing something that is honestly engaging your mind, your spirit, your body, you are well on your way. And of course, any goals that you set for the day, you're well on your way. I'm not going to lie to you. You are. Because how you start your day, it's going to impact the rest of the day. I don't care what anybody says. You guys have seen plenty of videos on here where I tell you guys about the times that I let the day impact me to a point where I start reacting instead of responding. And everything could have actually been way different if I would have just taken the time to sit back and actually pour into myself, no excuses, before handling the things that were being thrown at me in the day. And trust me, as somebody who is a recovering workaholic, I understand how crazy it sounds. Crazy, absolutely insane it sounds to be told, hey, if you want to love the process of being your best self, you need to have a 30-minute routine just for you. That sounds insane, because those are 30 minutes I could be using to do something else that's actually more productive. But little do you know, even though I've given you guys visual representations, if you start off your day like this, you're going to end your day like this, or worse, right? Nothing left in the tank. But if you start your day by taking some water, right, and drinking it, but also pouring into yourself for 30 minutes, 1, 2, 3, even if I just stopped at 3, let's just count that as 30 seconds, right? And you close this lid, you have way more than what you started with. And that's more to fuel the rest of your day. That's more to pour into others. That's more to contribute to the things that are important to you. But if you don't have a quick and easy 30-minute routine, getting that water, getting this source of water is going to seem like a hassle. It's going to seem like you got to go to the grocery store every single day to get the fuel that you need in the water to add to your water. Instead of just having something that's short, sweet, and quick to where you can just go in your fridge, pour the water, metaphorically, pour the water into your container and be good for the day. You see what I'm saying? If you don't have something that is always pouring into the elements of your life that are important, again, your mind, body, spirit, If you're not doing that, I guarantee you, nobody else is tripping over themselves to give that to you. So if you're not going to do it, you're going to feel the effects of burning out to become your best. And that is counterintuitive, everybody. That is counterintuitive. So before we get caught up in that, before we get lost in the sauce, come up with a 30-minute routine. And again, when it comes to your mind, it could be prayer, it could be, it could be meditation, whatever you subscribe to, right? When it comes to your physical, it could be stretching, yoga, it could be a HIIT workout, it could be, doing a class at the gym. Do you understand what I'm saying? When it comes to your mental, it could be learning a new language, it could be journaling, it could be planning out your day, it could be reading. You understand what I'm saying? Like, all these things are small, actionable stuff that you can do, and I have videos on this. You can do 5 minutes or less. 5 minutes or less. And be recharged and rejuvenated in those areas of your life. It does not have to be this long, drawn-out thing, but it does have to be done. Make sense? So the last thing you're going to need to do to trick yourself into falling in love with your best self in 2025 is, getting the hardest things done by 12 noon. I know you've probably heard this somewhere, or maybe you haven't, right? I read a lot of books, a lot of self-help, a lot of, bettering yourself books, etc. But getting the hardest task done by 12 noon is just such, it just lifts off of your back. Like the stress just lifts off of your back. I can't even explain it, okay? Having the hardest things out of the way give you the time to have less energy to do lesser things. And I know that sounds really crazy, but walk with me, right? Energy is a non-renewable resource, right? And I'm not talking about energy like the sun, the moon, the stars. No, I'm talking about like your personal energy. And even if you think about like in the physical sense, as you're going through the day, if you take a nap, you can recharge, but it has to be recharged. The same thing with your mental. You only have so much mental energy. You only have so much physical energy. So when you complete the hardest task by 12, you are giving the best use of your energy to those bigger tasks, right? For example, I'm gonna just talk about me. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about me. I am not an end of the day gym goer. I'm not that girl, right? I will be at the gym 5:30 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, because that's when I have the energy to do it. After a long, hard day, I do not have the willpower nor the physical power to put on gym clothes, get in my car, drive, battle everybody else for machines, to do a somewhat version of the workout I intended to do, and then fight in the sauna to have a spot to sit, to finally decompress after my workout. I don't have it. And so I would never put my workouts intentionally at the end of the day at this point in my life, okay? Going to the gym in general is something I have made easy because I have made it a part of my morning routine. But I made it a part of my morning routine because it was one of the hardest things for me to do in my day. I just couldn't muster up, why do I need to go to the gym? Why can't I just run around my neighborhood? Why can't I do an at-home workout? So instead of letting my thoughts keep me from executing what I knew would turn me into the best version of myself, I found a way to love the process by tricking myself into going to the gym early so that I could be in the sauna by myself. Now I have a personal sauna because I'm at the gym early. You see what I did there? So I made one of the hardest things of my day and I put it where I had the most energy to do it. And then I made a reward. That's a pro tip. That's a bestie tip, okay? If you want to figure out how to put your hardest things earlier, attach a reward to it, okay? For me, going to the gym in the morning early means that I have the sauna to myself when I'm done with my workout. It's a powerful motivator, okay? But I also know that by the time 12 o'clock hits, I done worked out. I done at least 2 or 3 major needle-moving goals for the day, whether that be like self-tapes or filming these YouTube videos. I done poured into myself in every sense of the word and all of my little aspects, spiritually, mentally, physically. Like, I done did the things. You know what I'm saying? I've had my water intake. I'm winning. So that anything that happens after 12, even if I don't have the energy, even if I'm not feeling it, it will never feel like I am failing at the day because I did the hard things first. I did the hard things when I had the most energy. And now whatever energy I have left, I will allocate that to the things that are remaining. And I won't feel bad about it. Do you know why? Because the hardest things were done first. You know what I'm about to say? You don't gotta believe me. Just try it for yourself. That's all for today, besties. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and comment your best tip below. Remember, the best is yet to come. See you on the next one.